In this section, we're going to look at the Tools menu and particularly how to add something called Pebble Plus and something called Atlas. These are two areas that take you into an external system from Learn that integrates with Learn, which will enable students to create their own learning journal through a blog type journal, and for them to share it and for them to get feedback throughout the course. So we created earlier a tab in the menu called Learning Journal, which is what we're going to call this for all students. So just click on that. And as before, we've got no content in there. The first thing you might want to do is create an item and simply call it, this class is called Painting Pictures to Images and Ideas. So Painting Pictures, Painting Pictures to Images and Ideas, Learning Journal, just so we know what we're on about. Select all, copy because I might use that again. And then you might have an introduction about what the Learning Journal is. I'm going to leave that for the moment, but you can add that. Submit. There might be a list of instructions. So that's what that will be, a list of instructions of what they're going to do. So what you're going to ask them to do is to open up a Pebble Plus document. So you're going to insert one. So go to Tools, drop-down menu, and click on Pebble Plus. And that will take you to another page, Configure Tool Pebble Plus. Don't worry about what Pebble is at the moment. There'll be another section on that. But just simply call it, again, I saved the title, so I'm going to call it the Painting Pictures to Images and Ideas Learning Journal Pebble Plus. And there might be a description there, which I will add later. You'll notice by default, user ID is required, username required, email required. So don't worry about list of custom parameters, the following parameters or the services. Permit users to view this content. Yes. Track number of views. Well, I think that might be useful. And again, you can restrict the date and time, but I would just leave it open for the moment. Submit and launch. Now that opens up an entirely new workspace in a new tab or a new page, depending how your browser is set up, called Pebble Plus. I'm not going to deal with that for the moment. I'm going to leave that and go back to Learn. So we've created, this is the symbol for Pebble Plus, so get used to seeing that. There's something else you'll need to add as a tutor. It's called Atlas. And again, I'm going to just copy and paste my title and not add anything there, and submit and launch. And again, it opens up an entirely new place. Now, this is where you will need to do a little bit of work now. If you've not created a workspace before, you create a brand new workspace. I will have some workspaces which will be generic for art design set up. Now you'll notice, because we've done this via Learn, it already has a title in there. So actually I'm going to get rid of the one that I put in there. So it now knows that it's Painting Pictures to Images and Ideas, the year and the term. This is a Term 2 course. You can, if you wish to, add a more detailed description where there's a code in here. For the moment, we'll keep it in setup mode, and we'll continue to the workspace management area. Continue. Select a page which users should land on when entering as an about. Okay, we're just going to go continue. And you'll see that there are a number of managers and so on. But for the moment, I'm going to go finish. I'll come back to Pebble and Atlas in a different section. at a later date. So if you move back to Learn, you'll now see that there are 3 documents. One is just a holding page, which you can add information or instructions. The second is a Pebble Plus link. When you click on it, it will take you to Pebble Plus. And the second one is an Atlas link. And I will talk about the difference between Pebble and Atlas and what they do and how students are going to use them in a different section. But each course, we would like you to set that up. So that's putting those 3 areas into the Learning Journal tab, which you set up earlier on.